Hey man, welcome back to the Super Divorce YouTube and or Twitter X stations. Nicholas Villars here, aka Super Divorce, and today on our 68th edition of Sega Mania, we're going to be taking a look at a game called LHX Attack Chapper. Sega Mania is a live streaming, internet-based video game-centric program in which we are making our way through the pages and reviews of the late, great Sega Mania magazine. Sega Mania magazine was a fan-loved, fan-funded, fan-adored even video game publication that ran from 2021 through 2022 for 7 short issues before it said bye-bye. And packed it all up, packed it all in, and, oh, we're doing this, are we? I have never been able to understand why my computer does that. I don't know. I've never been able to sort it out. I have switched audio interfaces. I have updated drivers. I have reinstalled Windows. I've done everything. I don't know why it is that my computer does that from time to time. I don't know. I've never been able to sort that out, but I apologize, and I'm sorry, and I know it sucks, I know it's stupid, I know it's horseshit, but, you know. Jess is here, or at least she was. I change my name often is here. The artist formerly known as Carrot says that I chug farts, I waste food, and I am the Antichrist. At least 2 of those, I would say, are true. 2 of those things are true. Spoiler, I'm not the Antichrist. Anyway. Holy shit. Why? Why does my computer have to do that? It's like it's douching, you know? It's my computer douching is what I've been able to figure out somehow, some way. Somehow, some way, you know. Somehow, some way. Sega Mania number 68, as I was saying, featuring LHX Attack Chopper. This is not a game that I've been looking forward to playing. Just looking at the screenshots in the magazine, I think it looks dumb. I'm not excited for it, but I am going to play it for at least one half of 1 hour, because that's what I do here on Sega Mania. I'm going to read you the Sega Mania review of this game, and then I'm going to play it. I'm going to see what I think, and then we'll compare my review to the Sega Mania magazine review and see how things shake out, eh? I'm not a big chopper guy. I've never been into choppers and airplanes. Like, they're all right, but those types of games have never been my faves. I did really enjoy Desert Strike on the last episode. I was pleasantly surprised with how fun that game was. This one does not even look like it's in the same ballpark, you know. I'll tell you a little bit about it, though. We'll get to it. We'll get on in there. Simon Pike is greater than me. I'm not going to deny that. I will grant you that. I changed my name. I will grant you that Simon Pike is much better, much cooler, much more talented, much more skilled. Just probably an overall better person than I am, is Simon Pike. Unfortunately, I'll tell you this right now, tonight's review was not written by Simon Pike. So if that turns you off and you want to tune on out right now, I totally understand. Simon Pike's got a little fan club around here. He's kind of a big deal. But tonight's review was not written by Simon Pike. I'll tell you about who wrote tonight's review in just a short minute. Just several minutes ago, speaking of minutes, I saw a spider go skittering across my desk, and then he kind of scurried over the side, over the lip of the desk, kind of like between the desk and the wall. But I think he was still on the side of the desk, so it's possible that as I set my coffee cup down, he's going to come back onto the top of the desk and crawl inside my coffee cup live on the stream. If you see me take a sip and either I spit the coffee out, or you see me take a sip and then a spider goes scurrying up my face, it's because that spider was hanging out and he decided to make a fool of me, which he might be just waiting to do. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm thinking of all the different scenarios and ways he can make it over to where I am. I usually keep my flappy copy of Sega Mania right here on the desk, but I moved it over to the side because I felt like that would be prime real estate for the spider to come scurrying on top of and sit there until I picked it up, and then he'd wind up on my arm, scurrying up to my face by way of my neck. Or maybe he's gonna crawl along the cable of my headphones and then still find his way skittering. It could happen. I'm not ruling it out, and if I were you, I wouldn't rule it out either. It might happen. I might find myself confronted by a spider live on stream tonight. So we got that going for us, which is nice. Anyway, why don't we go ahead and get into some LHX pineapple tidbits here. Let me tell you a little bit about this game. Oh, you liked my Rumble Roses video, did ya? Thanks. At least one person really didn't like my Rumble Roses video. Someone really took me to task. I made a Rumble Roses review in the Super Duper Divorce style, which I'm gonna be doing more of. I've already got my next game lined up. We're gonna keep it going. I'm gonna keep the momentum going here. I've got the next video picked out, and then the one after that. I have 2 games lined up. I know what I'm doing for the next 2, and I plan on getting Super Duper Divorce number 5 out probably 2 weeks from Saturday, and then 2 weeks after that would be Super Duper Divorce number 6, and I know what both of those episodes are going to be, which is going to be the this will be the most consistent I would say small string of episodes that I've ever pieced together when it comes to the Super Duper Divorce reviews. I've usually done one and then just been like, all right, I'm gonna take a break on that for like months, the better part of a year even. But I'm not doing that. I was like, I want to keep these going. I want to try and build this thing up. I like doing those. I have fun and enjoyable times creating them, so I like to put more effort and more energy in that direction. So anyway, the latest, number 4, featuring Rumble Roses. Someone really got upset with me because I wasted a few cans of corn at the beginning of the video. Wasted a few cans of corn. And that was too much for this particular person to deal with. They couldn't take that. They couldn't believe that in times of war and famine that I had gone to Costco and purchased a $5 whatever pack of cream corn cans and used them as a gag in a video. What he referred to it as food wasting content. Like I'm over here doing mukbangs. Like I'm, what's that guy? Nicolado Avocado, whatever the fuck his name is. Like I'm that guy, just with 25 buckets of KFC, and I'm just drizzling like, what would that guy do? What's some of the stuff he does? I don't watch that shit. I mean, other than I've seen it on my feed, and I'll watch it for like 20 seconds and just be completely disgusted. And it's not even that they're wasting food. Like, it's stupid. But I'm under no illusion that if he were to not do his videos, that somehow fucking starving people in other parts of the world are going to be positively impacted by it. What is the shit with that? What does it matter? You know? Why does anyone care? You're doing food waste content. What? Because, like, okay, what? If he didn't do that, what? What? Maybe that guy is using some of the money he's making from his food waste content and donating it to, like, the local food shelter, or donating it to feed hungry families. Wouldn't that be a little bit of a mind fuck? You never stop to think about that, do you? You never think that these people wasting all the food and they get millions of views as they're rubbing themselves down with Spam and mayonnaise and just dipping crab legs in buckets of butter and maple syrup and just drenching themselves in grease. And there's just slime and ooze and sweat and spittle, and the views are just racking up, and all you see is the food waste. But maybe some of these people are taking a little bit of that revenue and they're actually using it to feed hungry people in other parts of the world. Did you ever think about that, you stupid fuck? Huh? Anyway. Alright. So, we're gonna take a look at some pineapple tidbits. I have very few pineapple tidbits about this game, about LHX Attack Chopper. You want me to make some corn compost? Well, you know, we filmed this like out in the woods, that section. So it's like that corn's gonna get gobbled up by whatever woodland creatures are around. I'm sure they're going to enjoy the nice leftovers. It's going to be okay. It's actually going to feed the animals. Is that not commendable on some level? It's not like, yeah, even if shit. I don't want to justify myself. Fuck you. No, I'm not justifying it any more than that. It is what it is. I bought some corn and I fucking dumped it on my head. Ah! We'll be okay. We're all going to be alright. Everyone's going to be okay. And anyone who wasn't going to be okay, anyone who was going to be okay is still going to be okay. Anyone who wasn't going to be okay is not going to be okay still, but not because of me. Just because they weren't going to be okay anyway. What I did with the corn... I feel like that's a good art house movie title. What I did with the corn... ... Standing ovation at Cannes. Is it Cannes? Cannes Film Festival? Cannes? Do you pronounce the S or no? What's up, Jorfus? How's it going? How are you doing tonight, pal? Okay, so, look, I don't have many pineapple tidbits about this game. I'll tell you everything, like now. And I've put some pineapple footage up on the television set there for you, because what I've found is that if you're being told some pineapple tidbits, some fun facts about whatever, if you're watching pineapple footage while you're learning, then it makes the information stick. You retain it mo better than if you didn't have the pineapple footage in front of you. So it's always best when you're studying, when you're listening to a lecture, put some pineapple footage up so that the information actually sticks in there. Something about the neural pathways and the images of the pineapple causes a kind of a linking to happen, a retention like this. If you're just listening, or you're being told information, you're reading something, normally it's like this: two ships passing in the night. The information, your retention. Every now and again they slap against each other, and that's where you get a little bit. But if you got the pineapple footage, instead of the ships passing, they lock up like this. They're docking, to put it in sexual terms. So anyway, on this one, LHX, there wasn't too much of intrigue there. There was a guy who worked on this game called, what is it, what the hell is his name? Now I can't remember his name. Now I don't even know his name. See, it's already gone. Well, the guy who worked on it went on to become a chief technical officer at EA. And he worked on a flight simulator that came out in the late 90s that I remember playing at my grandparents' house. It was Jane's World War II flight simulator. And that was pretty fun. And other than that, I don't know. There's not much going on here. I wasn't watching the pineapple footage when I was reading about this game's creation, so that's why it didn't stick for me. See, I should have done that. But I don't. I'm just not interested in this game already. You can tell. You can tell it comes across when I'm not excited to play the game that we're going to be playing. It impacts my preparation. I tried to pull it together. I tried to look, and I was like, there's just nothing here. The most incredible thing about this game that I can find, it came out on the Amiga and DOS in 1990, and it was an okay computer game. OK Computer. You any Radiohead fans out there? You didn't hear what happened just right there? Did you hear that? It was all right. It was okay. It wasn't the greatest PC game ever. It was just kind of middling. And then 2 years later, they're like, well, why don't we put it on the Sega Mega Drive? Or the Genesis for people in North America. I call it the Mega Drive on this program because Sega Mania Magazine, based out of the United Kingdom, Queen's Country. God rest her soul. But, anyway, there's not much else to say about it. That's it. It was on the Amiga and DOS first. Guy who made it went on to become a high up over at EA, and that's about that. There's not much more to tell. And people were like, well, it's all right. It's not bad. Let's see what they have to say about it in Sega Mania Magazine. Oh, what's up, Ghoulie? Ghoulie's gonna be lurking for a bit. That's fine. Good to see you, Ghoulie. I'm looking over on, I'm looking on X right now at the broadcast, and I'm seeing that, I am live over there. Now here's something interesting. Let me just tell you what's going on X, on Twitter. I saw Elon Musk tweet out earlier today, and I've seen other people, like some of the sort of, what would you call them, like gurus, some of the social media gurus over on X, Twitter X. The past week or so, they've really been pushing streaming. They're like, you gotta get on streaming now. Even if you've got like one follower, they're gonna be pushing streaming to the top of the algorithm. You gotta get in on it now. And I'm like, okay, I've hooked up my streams to go over to Twitter X, but 0 views right now. 0 people watching on Twitter. And they keep talking this talk. They're like I said, Elon just tweeted out earlier today, you guys got to make sure you're getting on here and doing your gaming streams. We're going to be blowing YouTube and Twitch out of the water in like the next 12 months. Everyone's going to come here to watch streams. No one's going to watch them on YouTube and Twitch anymore. Even if they keep saying this, they stress it. Even if you only have like 1 follower, we're going to be pushing the gaming streams to the top of the algorithm. So you're going to get seen. 0 views. And I've noticed that on the other streams. And that wouldn't be, I'm not, look. Oh, this, the guy with the corn. He also yelled at me because he said that I was bitching about losing subs, which I never did. I don't bitch about that. If you want to go. I'm not gonna, I'm not coming on here and crying. I'd rather not lose subs, obviously. I did a little self-deprecating joke in my latest my Rumble Roses video where I kind of poked fun at myself about my revenue in the past month. It was going down, and I kind of made a joke about it. I wasn't crying. I've never come on here and cried about any of that shit. I don't do that. I always try to look for solutions. What I'm talking about with X, though, in particular, is the fact that they've been pushing it so hard, and they're making a big statement. They are really promoting this idea that you need to be streaming on X, because no matter how many followers you have, this is where people are going to discover you now. You are going to get seen on X if you stream here. That's what they keep saying. Regardless of how many subs or followers you have or your previous content history, as long as you come here and stream, you're going to get views. And I've been looking over here. I'm keeping tabs. I have not seen a single viewer on the X broadcast, and I don't see any way that you can easily see the chat on Twitter X the way that you can with the pop-out chat here on YouTube. So, you know, I just wanted to, I'm just kind of talking out loud on that one. Just something I noticed. maybe we've got someone else out there who's in a similar position, who's been thinking about doing some streaming on X. I'm not saying not do it. I'm not saying I'm going to stop. I'm just like, all right, well, if you're going to talk this shit, come on. Back it up, man. Back it up. If you're telling people, get over here, this is where all the views are going to be. This is where the eyeballs are when it comes to streaming games. Get in early. This is where you're going to get seen. I have yet to experience that at all in any fashion. But I'm doing it because it's simple. It's just, you connect your account, and then when you go live, it's live over there too. I'm just pointing out that it sucks right now. I'm seeing zero benefit from doing that, but whatever. Anyway, let me see now. Okay, so we're done with the pineapple tidbits. We didn't have much on that. What do we got now? We're gonna read the Sega Mania magazine review of LHX. Looking over at my YouTube chat. What's going on over there? Jorfus has got some updates from his love life. I've been following that story across multiple live streams. And he's not going to tell us right now because it will turn into an epic love story. Well, maybe later in the stream, perhaps, if you're feeling up for it. Ghoulie was reading his Bible. Well, I don't want to interrupt your studies. But I'm glad you're here. Welcome back if you are back. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Okay. Let's see. Oh, yes. The next Sega Mania episode is number 69. And then the next episode will be the final episode where we are reading from and playing games from issue number 3. Only one more game after tonight, and that'll be it. We'll finally have wrapped up issue 3 of this mag. Now, as for the review, let's see who our journalist is this evening. Any guesses? I already told you it's not Simon Pike. It was not Simon Pike tonight, unfortunately. Sorry to disappoint everyone. It was not Simon Pike. Tonight's review is brought to us by Steve Andrews. Steve Andrews brought us last week's review, or 2 weeks ago, the last episode. The Desert Strike episode was also written by Steve Andrews. And Steve Andrews had this to say about LHX Attack Chopper. If you would like to follow along, the review is right there on your television set. If that's not good enough, you could go to the link in the description below and head on over to the Sega Mania Magazine Online Archive, where you can download not just this issue of Sega Mania, you can download all 7 issues in pristine PDF format, so you can browse at your own leisure. You could zoom in, you can zoom out, you can flip around, whatever you want to know. You can do it right there at your own discretion, or like I said, you can just follow along right there on the screen. Okay? The crowd goes mild for Steve Andrews. Well, I'm sorry. And hopefully he's not watching this, because we don't want to make him feel bad. He doesn't do a bad job. Steve Andrews, if you're watching this program, people aren't mad or disappointed that it's you. They're just upset because it's not Simon Pike. Everyone around here loves Simon Pike. That's the only person that anyone gets excited about, including that includes me. No one gets excited about me on this program. They tune in because they hope to catch a little bit of Simon Pike. And anytime he's not featured, it's a little bit of a letdown. Don't feel bad. You didn't do anything wrong, Steve. Okay. Anyway, here's what Steve had to say about LHX Attack Chopper. Steve says, rumor has it, the early days of EA were much akin to the last days of Rome, when they weren't reverse engineering Sega's hardware, confusing us with their abstract cartridges, and plotting towards a tyrannical dystopian dictatorship. They were up all night on Cherryade benders, watching their worn Scotch VHS copies of Airwolf and Blue Thunder on repeat, and dry humping each other's legs like the dogs they are. Wow, that's a vicious start. That's like, I think that's Steve coming out swinging at all you guys who are disappointed. That's about as strong a start as I've seen in any review, including all reviews written by Simon Pike. Steve Andrews comes out hot there. Ghoulie sees him. All right, yeah. I think he's earning some respect here, is Steve Andrews. Might be moving up the rankings, in Ghoulie's opinion. Back to the review. Arriving in the same year as Desert Strike, EA scratched their itch for blowing shit up in helicopters from another angle with LHX Attack Chopper. This time, their fetish manifested in full glorious 3D. Select from astonishing 11 different viewpoints, one or two of which are actually usable as you navigate this Cold War wet dream fight for democracy across 3 continents. Double the fun by counting both the frames per second and polygons rendered on the screen at the same time as your Mega Drive screams, "I can I do it, Captain!" at you in desperation. Hop into the titular Attack Chopper or the classic Apache, and you'll either be appalled at the horrid tricks your beloved console is being made to perform for EA's pleasure, or you'll be entranced at just how well it performs tasks it was not built for. Bit of a toss-up there. If you're of the former persuasion, then God be with you. Be on your way. If you're a sick puppy like the rest of us, lock and load. It's a big, flat world out there. Don't forget to take Hellfire. Those who can embrace the technological feat will find a game that offers little variety in terms of gameplay. Go blow that thing up, then go over there. But lots in terms of what the mission, map, and enemy layout is, assisted by random generation. Recruit a second player and divide responsibilities between pilot and gunner. Making the most out of the superior CPU speed, LHX performs, I think he meant either performs or works. He used both words here. I'm going to have to take off some points for that typo. We'll say performs. LHX performs well on the hardware. Achieving performance would be nigh on impossible on the SNES without the use of additional chilps. There's even the occasional rush of blood when the action hots up. The journey home, low on ammo, after destroying your primary target, can become particularly hairy. Some will love this game, most will find it a little more than a curiosity. A boxed cartridge will set you back about the same price as a kink session. He said a boxed cartridge will set you back about the same price as a kink session with your dad or a medium latte at Starbucks. So why don't you find out which way you lean for yourself and stop getting us to do the heavy lifting. So says Steve Andrews. Wow. Well, he brought the heat on that one, guys. Steve Andrews just, I think he just got over with that one, using some wrestling terminology. Might be the new fan favorite. From mild to wild. You guys are going to be celebrating in the future when it's a Steve Andrews review. But now he's got that to live up to. A kink session with your dad. Alright, well, now it's time to give this game a try for at least one half of 1 hour. And then we'll see what's up. Are we gonna start it up here? Are we good to go? Well, I have attempted to start the game, and LHX Attack Chopper is you guys heard it there. It's trying to start it up. What in the world? Let me try this again. LHX Attack Chopper. Right there. There it is. Ghoulie said if it doesn't work, we can play the previous helicopter game. I've never had a game straight up not work. I ran into the issue one time where I had to, it was like a Japan only ROM or something. This seemed fine. I don't know what's going on. Well, that's crap. Okay. Well, it seems like it's not going to work. Let me try one more thing. I'm trying to reset the game. See if that might work it out. Nothing doing. Well, okay then. All right, if that's how you're going to be. Huh. Is that right and so? I don't like that. I don't like that very much. You know, I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna try and pull some shit here. In the meantime, Ghoulie is announcing that he is almost done with the shul year. Well, that's good. How many days you got left in your shul year? I think I might be able to do something here. Let me see. Bear with me. I do not want to be thwarted here in my attempt. I do not like that. I am... What's this? You know what? Isn't it annoying when there's a pop-up? Pop-up that you cannot... There we go, I got it. That's nice. That's just good. Now. Guys, I think I might have saved the day. I may have saved the day. Just give me one more second. Ghoulie's got 4 days left. And I hope to have this fixed before you're out of school. I'm hoping. I think I can do it. I think I might. I'm working. What are people talking about? People are talking about having sex with some girl. Sexual conversations going on. sexual conversations happening in the chat. That's not working. Why isn't that? Oh. See, I knew this. I already knew this episode was going to be a shit show. I was counting on it. And look what happened. Here we are. Shit show McDougal. No doubt. No dickety. No dickety. Let me try this one. I think I found it. I'm trying to find my little game here. Hey! All right. Here we go. Oh. Almost. Let me just add a source for us here. Hey! Hey, you see that? Let me just fit that to the screen, and there we go. Look at that. There we are. Oh, one other thing. I need to turn on the audio source because it's completely different. We're doing something completely different now. And unfortunately, the fancy display has to go away. But this way we can at least see the game. Okay? This is what we have to roll with. I've disappeared now. I'll be back. Don't you worry. But for the moment, this is we're going to do this so we can try the game, so we can see what's going on with it for 1/2 of 1 hour. Personnel enlistment form. Pistonal elf. Pistonal elf. That's what they call this. Is the Pistonal elf Air Cavalry Volunteer Personnel Register. Welcome to the Air Cavalry. You are hereby requested to type your name and press the thing. Well, I thought they were going to let me do that. And are they not? Okay, well, I guess I'm just blank. All right. Libya. To halt the vicious barrage of terrorist acts sponsored by Libya, our forces have won approval to terminate with prejudice the principal author of those foul deeds. Top secret ingest after reading. Ingest after reading? They want me to eat this? You have to eat this paper after you get done reading it. That's intriguing. I've never seen that before. I remember on Inspector Gadget, there'd be the sign off, you know, this message will self-destruct. And you have to throw it. But they want you to actually... Is this something they do in the military? Do they have notes? Do they have documents that are passed around that you're supposed to actually eat after you get done reading them? They print those on a particular style of paper, I wonder. Mission availability report. Mavrp. Alpha strike, surgical strike, dust off, truck convoy, POW rescue, PO dub, medevac, chopper escort, supply run, sanction, aerial intercept, chemical warfare, free flight. Well, I don't know. I guess we'll just Ghoulie only likes card stock. Some paper does smell pretty good. I remember sometimes they'd print off worksheets like fresh. They were like still warm. Sometimes the teacher had like a printer and they'd print them out like right there in class. It'd be like getting a hot fresh burger or fresh fries. Never ate them, but I do remember smelling some worksheets and be like, it's not bad. I could eat this. Like I was tempted to try and eat a worksheet if it was fresh out the printer and warm and had a nice smell to it. It was like it was a nice style paper. And it was something about warming up certain I don't know if it would be card stock. It wouldn't be card stock. Still floppy worksheets. But a certain type of paper, nicely warmed in the printer, would have a very pleasant aroma, almost like a baked good that I could have eaten, but I didn't. But I could. And if they printed these reports or these documents on that type of paper and they were able to get it to me hot and fresh, I wouldn't mind to ingest it after reading. I could think of worse things to eat. Mission summary. Our troops are being pinned down by long-range artillery fire. An RF-4 recon flight has revealed a Libyan artillery site near the Green Plains. If you don't destroy all the guns at the site, we're going to have to pull our troops back out of range of the guns. This will delay our coordinated offensive by several days and cost hundreds of lives. All right. Okay, here's our aircraft selection. Any helicopter is good for this mission. Use the arrows to select your helicopter. So here's the titular LHX. I guess I'll use that because that seems like, well, if you name the game after it, you should probably try it, right? I think that makes sense. Use the arrows to select a hard point. I got your hard point. Then space to change the weapon there. Chin turret, internal. These all seem fine. That's fine. Landing, artillery site, and takeoff. Okay, I guess we're going down here. And, the only thing, I'm getting no audio. I'm not getting any audio from this. I don't know if it's supposed to be that way, but I'm certainly not getting anything. And so I can look around. Steve Andrews did say you could while playing the games, I guess, just count the frames. So I'm not expecting it to go wildly fast here. I would expect, okay, so that's how I shoot. How do I go ahead and move? How do I get going here? How do we start to fly? Because none of the usual suspects seem to be doing anything for us. Ghouli's saying the sound is horrific. I don't hear anything. I'm getting nothing in my headphones. Hold on. Maybe. Oh, you know why? No, hold on. Okay. Okay. Okay, now I hear it. How do I take off though? What the hell? What just happened? Why did the screen do that? Why is my... No, go away. Well, this is just a complete shit show, guys. Now it has stopped working. Maybe it's pulled... You know what's possible? It's possible it pulled up the Amiga or the DOS version of the game, because I was trying to use the controller and it just was not doing anything. No, I didn't act... All I did was I was using my controller. I was pressing buttons on my controller and then it like shrunk the screen. Because I'm trying to play on a browser. I found Play Classic Games. You can see it right there. Using, oh yeah, it's using DOSBox. So I guess it was, that's probably why I was able to find it so easily. Is because it's the classic version. And it's probably not, it might be like abandonware or something. Well, you know what? That's That's a bunch of horse shit. I thought it looked awful anyway. I was not excited to play it. And I'll tell you what we're gonna do. I gave it the old college try. We could say, you know, we did our best. We tried to make it work, and it just I don't think it's happening. Yeah, we'll do something else instead. This was I had bad vibes about this game from the get-go. I think the most intriguing thing about it was always going to be the review. At least we had that. At least Steve Andrews was able to make himself a star on tonight's episode. We have that to be thankful for, if nothing else. You know, you just got to be able to roll with the punches sometimes. So we're going to get that out of here. Hey guys, see, I told you I'd be back. Don't worry. Don't worry. Here we are. I'm just going to plug right back in. And I've got some other games we can play. I've got some other games we can try. Like, I'll let you guys decide. Why don't we'll revisit any game from any previous episode of Sega Mania, and we'll play that instead. Ghoulie gives Steve Andrews' review 1001 Ghoulie dudes out of a possible 1000 Ghoulie dudes. The game gets -10 Ghoulie dudes out of a possible 1000 Ghoulie dudes. All right. I'll follow suit there. Same score. Only super divorces instead of Ghoulie dudes for me. So here we go, guys. Any game that we have played on a previous episode, let me know what you want to do, and we'll go back and play it. Because everything else works. I haven't had this problem with anything else. Like I said, there was one other game that I got, and it was like I downloaded the wrong version of it. I downloaded the Japanese, and then I went and I found the correct version. I probably could have done that for LHX Attack Chopper, but I saw all that I needed to see right there with what appeared on the screen and the moving around. I played it a little bit. I didn't give it the full 30 minutes, but I was able to see and get an idea of what the next 30 minutes would have looked like had I continued to play a fully working version. I think we can extrapolate from that little tiny sneak peek what the rest of the time would have been like. Jorfer said, how about Super WrestleMania? Okay, Jorfer said Super WrestleMania. Ghoulie, what do you think of that? Are you going to agree with Jorfus, or would you like to try something different? Ghoulie says Road Rash or Desert Strike. All right, Jorfus, how do you feel about those two? Are you going to come back with another one? Road Rash, Desert Strike, Super WrestleMania, or what? I would like a consensus before I choose. I want to make everyone happy. You know, I can't afford to make people unhappy right now. After making someone so unhappy earlier this week about the corn. You know, I couldn't live with myself. I don't want to cause another controversy. All right, Super WrestleMania it is. Let me find it, and we'll do that. We'll make it happen. Super WrestleMania. Might be under the W's. Yeah, there it is. Got it. Okay. And there we go. All right. See? This works. This is fine. This is good. This is doing exactly what it's supposed to do. Oh, but you know what else I gotta do? Let me get sound going again. Sound switch back over. Alright, let's go. Yes. We're gonna do one player versus the computer, and let's do WWF Championship this time. I'm gonna play with my favorite, Shawn Michaels, the Heartbreak Kid. First opponent, who's it gonna be? IRS. Irwin R. Shyster. Mike Rotunda is his name. Father of Bray Wyatt. Alright. Here we go. Yeah, you gotta just keep the heat going. Keep that heat on him. Oh, get up, Shawn. Nothing fancy. I don't care how I do it. I just want to win that damn title. I don't know if I might have to beat the Hulkster to do it. Whatever I gotta do. Let him up there. Give him a toss. Okay. How do we pin? How do we pin again? Ah! No, don't stomp. Already got him down. What do I do? Ah, fuck it. Come on, pin him! Oh, there it is. Okay.
1, 2, 3.
There's one. That's one dub. Call me the dub mang. Just get warmed up here. That's one step closer to that championship title. Next up, we got the British Bulldog. Shawn Michaels and British Bulldog had some fantastic battles back in the day. I remember being quite concerned when the British Bulldog and Shawn Michaels were feuding, because they had one match in particular that had a very controversial ending. Shawn Michaels, when he was the champion, he hits Davey Boy Smith, the British Bulldog, with a big German suplex into a pinning combination, right? So it's like he hits that German suplex. Bulldog's shoulders are down, but so are Shawn Michaels' shoulders. And there were two referees out for that match. One of them counted Shawn Michaels as being down. The other one counted Davey Boy Smith, the British Bulldog. And so it had this controversial ending where one ref said Shawn Michaels won, the other ref said the British Bulldog won the match. And I was pretty pissed off. I was pretty hot and fuming, because it looked like they were going to give the Bulldog the title. They ended up having a rematch, and Shawn won that one decisively. Just like this right here. Boom. Got him. Got him. Win number 2. Too sweet. Who's next? Who do we got next? Oh. Our first opponent's tag team partner. The $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. Now, as I recall, these matches are going to start getting tougher and tougher as you get near the championship. See, look at that. He just tossed my ass right out to the outside like a sack of potatoes. So I'm going to have to really... Oh, no. You can't... Oh, I feel like that was a slow-ass count there. That was kind of horse shit. No, you can't miss those. Can't miss those. Nope. Not in this territory. Nope, we can't. Ah, gosh. Yeah, you gotta hit that big drop kick there. Just stomp him. Just stomp him. You gotta get your stomps and kicks in. Gosh darn it. No, no, kick out, kick out. Oh man. See, he's getting so aggressive. You hear the tapping? If you hear the... Oh my gosh. Fuck. It heats up, man. The competition heats up so much. So quick. Just in the third round of the championship tournament, you know? It's you have to almost have a turbo controller going to tap those buttons fast enough. Now this time, you know, it's almost the same problem you can have in beat 'em up games, where if you're not lined up just right, you're not going to make contact. And then if they see if he makes connection first, then he gets like a series of punches or kicks on you. Gets a nice combo going. Oh, he got the $1 million dream. He just hit his finisher. Luckily, we weren't too low on health. But look at that. It's like almost impossible to win a lockup. Good God. This really takes a toll on the wrist.
1, 2.
Oh, boy. Barely kicked out of that. Well, that's going to be it.
1,
Shit.
2, 3.
Unbelievable. In the worst way. I'll try again. I guess I'll try again. Why not? The matches aren't too long. What if I do this? Just hang out up here. You gonna stay right there? Huh? Yeah, look at you. Look at him. Little scaredy boy. That's inappropriate, Jorphus. That'd be... Well, I haven't done that in years. I can say pretty confidently that I was never that furious. I hope that no one is. If you look like that when you're taking yourself to task, I think you you probably have, I would say, some sort of medical issue, because that would be like a very labored and strained session if that's what you're doing to yourself. If that's the way you look when you're engaging in self-love, as they say. That would not be a healthy way of going about it, I don't think. You don't want to be, you wouldn't want to strain like that. I don't think. I can't imagine any reason why you need to do that. Unless you're going for like some sort of record. You know, you're just trying to pull off some sort of, you know, like a combo. That was pathetic. That didn't work. That didn't work. That's no good. Well, apparently I can't make it past the 3rd round in the championship tournament. So, they have Royal... They don't have a Royal Rumble on this. They have the Survivor Series. Okay, let's play one more game. Let's do something else. Let's go back to the main menu. Let's find something else to play. Let's see what else we can do here. Super Hang On, that's a fun one. We could always go back to Super Thunderblade and really make ourselves miserable. That might be good. Steel Talons, Splatterhouse, Streets of Rage, Sonic and Knuckles, Road Race. No, okay. No Super Thunderblade then, right? We don't want to do that. Anything but. Outrun was another fun one. That was good. I could do Outrun, I could do Road Race. Still 0 views over on Twitter X. 0. 0 views. Come here to play live games. This is the future. This is where everyone's going to see you playing games. Right here on Twitter X. Meanwhile, 0. 0 of views. That makes me curious. I wonder what, besides everyone in here, it's telling me on my channel analytics, we got 20 views on this live stream. So obviously not everyone's staying around, not everyone's chatting, but so far, 20 views on YouTube. I have had 0 people watch this on Twitter. Not a single person has even popped in. So it makes me wonder, how are they pushing this? What changes to the algorithm are they talking about? Why would they say that? Why would they be telling everyone, make sure you stream here? This is where we're going to be pushing smaller creators to the top if they're doing live streams playing video games. Oh, really? And I would think that if it's being pushed to the top of the algorithm, you'd at least have people popping in and out, because just naturally people are kind of scrolling through. You stop for a few seconds, you look at something, and then you just keep scrolling. It's not like they even have to click on anything. I don't know what's going on there. That's crazy. All right, we're gonna do a quick game of Road Race. Let's do that. A much better Electronic Arts game than LHX Attack Sharper would have been, I think. And let's just start race. Why not? Those are... Can't remember if we have to manually do anything here. If it's automatic. Oh! Been a while since I played this one. Give me a second just to get my shit straight. No, I didn't see your mini update, Julie. What happened? What's going on? What's the mini update? Alright, here we go. Oh, for fuck's sake. Come on! I gotta get it together. I'm not having a good first race here. Because I'm just driving all over the place, man. I'm not even paying attention to which side of the road I'm on. Oh gosh, just barely missed him. Okay. There we go, get him out of here. Get him out of here. That guy's swerving everywhere. There we go. Okay. Alright, good. Good. Oh, alright. We are in 11th place. We moved up a little bit. Oh. Got a few punches off there. There we go. Just gonna squeeze in between you guys. There we go, alright. Up into 8th. Oh, shit, I hit him too hard. Damn it. Had a multi-man crash there. Few people down in the process. Oh, so your mini update is you talked a little bit. You're yet to get her number. Well, are you just talking in person? I feel like that's, do you even need to do that anymore? That used to be a big step, you know, you'd ask for someone's phone number. I guess if you want to text them. But so many people now, it's just like, oh, are you on X? Or, whoa, look at that. Launch myself. Are you on Instagram? Are you on Snapchat? And then you just DM each other, and you don't even need to go through the process of asking for a number. But it sounds like maybe you're not talking online at all. You're not talking via an app. Uh-oh, it's the Kappas. Alright, gotta go around. Here we go. Moving up into 7th. 6th. Trying to make a comeback here. Oh, he got me with the chain. Guy's got chains all over him. It's crazy. He's whipping everyone with chains. Dangerous strains. Oh, look out. You gotta really pay attention to those cars in the distance, because they'll gobble you right up. Oh, look at this. If I can get up in this little pack right here. Oh, I might be able to... Oh, where'd I go? Finishing 5th. I was this close to making a miraculous recovery. I didn't think I was going to get in 1st, but I thought I could do maybe 2nd or 3rd. Yeah. Okay, you follow each other on the gram. You feel like having her number would be more intentional. That's true. I appreciate that. I can commend you there. I think that's a good move. Good job. Let's see. Let's select a track here. We got Alaska, Hawaii, Tennessee, Arizona, Vermont. Let's do Hawaii. I think we just did Alaska, right? Next race, Hawaii. Let's start the race. Jorfus has his crush's number. How is that going? You don't have to give the whole rundown, I guess, but just are you texting? I know that obviously it was kind of a complicated situation that you were in with your crush, Jorfus. But the way you're talking about it makes it seem like it's not completely over, which is good. Seems like there's still hope. Just like there's still hope in me, or hope for me in this race. I feel like I'm off to a much better start this time. Feeling much better about this one. Oh, there we go. Okay. There we go. Moving on up. There we are. All right, nice. In a nice 5th place. Whoa, be careful. Be careful. Watch it now. Channeling a little Julius Sumner Miller. Using Bernoulli's principle to make my way forward. Am I really using Bernoulli's principle? You be the judge. Let me know in the comments below if you think that I used Bernoulli's principle to get ahead in this race. Did I? Oh! I'm gonna... Oh, shit! That's not good. But some other people fell. The cop got knocked off his bike. And a couple guys who were in front of me, I think, so... Oh! Ooh, okay. Alright. Still looking pretty good. I think we can still possibly pull out a first place finish here. If I do a good job. If I keep it on the straight and narrow. If I don't fuck up too much. Taking a little risk right there. What you gotta do sometimes if you want to win. You can't always play it safe. You gotta take some... Fuck! See, now that was stupid. You know why that was so dumb? That was so dumb because I didn't need to be on the left side of the road. Right there. I could have been on the right, and I just didn't. I just didn't move back over. And I paid for it. Dearly. And that makes me feel like a real son of a gun. Let me tell you. So silly. Oh, look at that. I mean, that was pretty nice. That was a good thing I did right there. But it might be too little too late. I don't feel like I've got enough time to reach first place here. And I screwed it up right there. That was all on me, guys. That was all on me. That's it. Self-destruction. That's what you call that. That was self-destruction. I should have had that. That race was mine. It was mine to lose, and I lost it. Ah, boy. I'm sorry. I let you guys down. Well, okay. How about one more race? One more. Let's try Arizona. Last one for the evening, and then we'll call it a day, a night. Here we go. See what I can do with one last shot here. One last attempt to get up there in first place and to really show everyone what I can do in Road Race 2. Oh, look. Oh, I got it. I got the cudgel. And I'm going to try to keep an eye on which side of the road I'm using. And only... Oh, you stop it. You stop it. Get out of my way. Alright. No need to use the left yet. Whack. Whack. Don't... How many whacks is it going to take? Gosh! Look, I've been whacking this guy off. Look. See, now that's bullshit. And then that car just hit my bike? I whacked that guy off like 5 times. And he kept coming. I whacked him off like 5 times and he just kept coming. I whacked him off 5... It had to be 5 times. I had to have whacked him off like 5 times and he would not stop coming. I don't understand that. Bullshit. Okay. There. Come on. Just stop it. No. I'm not out of this yet. There's still a chance. There's still a chance. Still opportunities. Alright. I just have to not be my own worst enemy. Don't do the lit. I'm not even going to worry about whacking these guys off. just going to go right past them. 4th place. I see a guy in my rear view. There's a guy who wants to take me from behind. I gotta not let him do that. And, oh, and as tempting as it might be, I just gotta not worry about whacking these guys off in front of me. I just gotta zoom on by them. Here we go. This is the big finish. This is the big finish. I'm in 1st place. I just gotta hold it together. Just gotta hold it together for the climax. There we go. All right. Woo! That's a good one to end on. That's a good climax right there. Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that dub. All right, good one. See? I believed in myself. I didn't lose faith. I kept it up there. All right. And yeah. All right, back to that. Let you guys take another look at Steve Andrews before we head out here. Turn to the main menu. Get that out of there. We climaxed, and they stopped coming. That's exactly right. Yeah. All right. Well, there you go, guys. LHX Attack Chopper episode. Next time, in the final episode of issue number 3 of Sega Mania. Well, just the final episode featuring games from issue 3 of Sega Mania. We're going to be playing a game called Speedball. And who did the Speedball review? I'm not going to tell you. You're going to have to tune in to find out who reviewed Speedball. Now, you guys are faced with a dilemma. Are you hoping for the return of Simon Pike? Or are you now hoping that Steve Andrews comes back next time for the final review of issue 3? I'm just curious, when was the last time we had Simon Pike? I feel like it's been a while. Let's see. That would have been Wonder Boy in Monster World. Whatever episode that was. Wonder Boy in Monster World was the last episode, which was number 64. So it's been a little while since we've had a Simon Pike review. Ghoulie is hoping for Steamin' or Sim-Eve. Why can't you have both? You want a kind of a fusion ha review. I don't know. Maybe they'll do that at some point. Maybe there is a Simon Pike and a Stephen Andrews review at some point down the road in another issue of Sega Mania. Could be. Jorphus is calling it a ship. Ghoulie, are you shipping Steve Andrews and Simon Pike now? Have we gotten to that point? The show's been going on so long that you guys are starting to ship Sega Mania magazine journalists together. You're going to start writing fanfic, drawing lewd cartoons, lewd fan art of Steve Andrews and Simon Pike. I don't know how they'd feel about that. You're dealing with real people. Those are real people. I don't know how they'd feel about you guys shipping them. Well, anyway, if you haven't done so, please sub to the channel. Bong the gong for notifications so you know when new videos go live, so you know when I go live with new videos like this one, and like my recent upload of the Rumble Roses game on PS2. I reviewed that in what I call a super duper divorce review. A more, well, it's a recorded video with a few little interspersed skits and segments thrown in there. Some super divorce lore that's been going on for a while now, thrown into those vids. If you like that kind of thing, if you like YouTube, if you like your YouTubers to come with a little bit of lore, go and check out the super duper divorce reviews. There are 4 of them now. Number 1 was Iron Lung. Number 2 was Night at the Gates of Hell. Number 3 was the games of the television show Lost. And number 4 was Rumble Roses on PS2. That's a nice little mix, a nice eclectic and expansive mix of games there. Just goes to show you that it could be anything. And I've already got my next 2 super duper divorce reviews picked out. I know what we're doing for the next 2 games at least. And those should be coming both within the next month. So please look forward to that, chefs. And, oh yeah, when you check out the Lost review, there is a Ghoulie and Jorphus cameo at some point. You have to think about Ghoulie's name, and you have to think about the fact that Jorphus is from Argentina. And maybe you can figure out where those cameos are and who they are. What else, guys? Like this video, comment below if you got anything, questions, concerns, if you want to yell at me for wasting food, for wasting corn. If you would like to tell me that you're unsubbing from the channel, you can do that. That comment that I mentioned earlier, the nasty one, I didn't take it down. For some reason, it never showed up. Like, I was able to see it on the back end when you log in and you go to, like, new comments in, like, your creator studio area. I could see it there, but when I go to the video, it's like, it's not there. It's not on the video comment section. And so it's not like I hid it. I've said before, if you want to drop by the comments and talk shit, feel free. Sometimes the video or the comment will be held for review, and then I'll have to, like, okay it. But it wasn't even in that section. It was just like in the regular comments. I wonder if that guy deleted his comment, perhaps, and I was just able to see it still. That's possible. Maybe that's what happened. I don't know. Ghoulie said, I'm unsubbing because Korn has feelings too is perfectly acceptable on this channel. Yeah. Whatever. It's up to you. I'm not going to tell you how to feel about Korn, but I'm not going to change how I feel about it because of how you feel about it. You feel how you feel, and I will feel how I feel. And if I want to go to Costco and buy a $5 pack of cream corn and dump it on my head, I'm going to do it. And you're not going to shame me out of doing it in the future. You're just not. Follow me on Twitter X, where no one tuned into this live stream. 0 views over there. Elon, look, this isn't even about me. If you're trying to attract big name tubers over to your platform, or even smaller channels like mine, which is what you've actually been doing, your gurus have been doing it. You've been trying to attract smaller channels to come and stream on X with this promise that it's the future, that you're pushing live streams up in the algorithm, especially gaming ones. If you're telling people it doesn't matter how many subs you have or how many followers you have, you're going to get seen over here. And then they come and try it out, and they're like, well, no one's here. Well, that's not good marketing. Whatever you're doing with the algorithm and pushing up there, whatever, Grok, what's his name? Grok? X's AI. Maybe he'll hear me talking to him. Is it Grok? Is that the guy's name? Yeah, Grok, not Gronk. Not Gronkowski, it's just Grok. G-R-O-K. Hey, Grok! If you're trying to attract new streamers, you're gonna have to show them that you get more than 0 views when you stream on X. Because I'm telling you right now, let's see how are we doing here? How are we doing on YouTube? Look, I'm not setting the world on fire, but I got 23 views on YouTube here. 0 on X. So, come on. You gotta get on the ball. You gotta fix that. But you can follow me on Twitter, X, at SuperDivorce, on Instagram at SuperDivorceBand, and I play music from time to time. If you want to check out some SuperDivorce tunes, you can do so streaming on Spotify, iTunes, Amazon, wherever you stream your horse shit, you can find SuperDivorce. Just type in SuperDivorce, click on the song you're choosing, see what you think. If you don't like it, then just try another one. You keep doing that until you find a song you do like, because I believe there's a little something there for everybody in the SuperDivorce catalog. And so, you know, give it a shot, please. And if you give it a shot, please, and you find that you'd like a physical copy of an album, why, you could go to superdivorceme.com and you could pick up a CD, a cassette tape, or a vinyl record. So, go check that out. All right. To my friends here in the chat, thank you guys for hanging out. Chatty Cathy's for chatting it up, making things more fun and lively. Being here with me and all of you. Appreciate you for hanging out. And for all the people just lurking. All the lurking lurkers off by the trees, watching us in the middle of the town square, surrounded by good friends and good tidings, hanging out by the bonfire, laughing, chuckling, enjoying each other's company. If you're watching that and you say, I'd like to get in on that, I'd like to join the chat, but I'm afraid. I don't know what to say. I don't want to make a fool of myself. Don't be afraid of that. Hop in the chat sometime. Introduce yourself. Say hello. Engage. Nothing to be afraid of. The water's fine. Everyone's cool. And look, if you'd like to keep lurking, that's okay as well. I'm not going to yell at you. I'm not going to guilt you. I'm not going to shame you. I want you to know you're welcome. I want you to know you're welcome to engage in the chat if you'd like to. But if you don't want to, then you don't have to. That's it. We're all fools here to some degree or another. I think that's about it. So, everybody, thanks again. Next time on, let's see, on episode number 69, dudes. Episode 69 of Sega Mania will be the final episode where we will be reading from the pages of this issue right here, number 3, issue 3 of Sega Mania will be all done, and we'll be on to issue 4. So come and find out who presents the final review. Will it be Simon Pike? Will it be Steve Andrews? Will it be someone else completely? Tune in next time to find out. And until then, I urge you to please take real good care. Keep kicking ass. Love you lots. Lord willing, I'll be back very soon with another video for you to watch. Bye-bye.